The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Like 5-4. Odd. Like 5-4. Diamond.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Like zero.
The tight end Fant in motion. That's taken in by Shakir. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a handoff to Bigsby. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. To throw is Levis. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Like zero. Hey, 40 Linda.
Here's a handoff to Bigsby running left. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Like 54. Yeah, like 54.
On second down, Levis. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Levis. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. His kick is good. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go.
It's the tight end Likely in motion.
What do you think?
Right to the air is Prescott. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right there.
Williams in motion.
What do you think?
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and is able to pick up a nice gain.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
46. Yeah, here we go. Like that. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46.
It's the tight end Likely in motion.
What do you think?
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He gets this one complete to Pittman.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He'll let this one go long for Williams.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Hey, kill. Hey, 47. 47. What do you think?
Prescott again. He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. He's got it. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. first and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. They face second down and 7.
Oh, 54, like 54. Panda. Diamond. 29 down, 22 Rita. Tracy. What?
Levis. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. Now it's going to be third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
What can they do here on third down and 7? The tight end Fant in motion. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Here we go, 47.
Williams in motion.
Wait, check.
Play fake. Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Yeah. Here we go. 26.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On first and 10, Prescott. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. A good spot here, second and a yard.
Here we go. Here we go, 47. Wait, take.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll look deep for Pittman. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And it's going to be third down.
Yeah! Here we go! Hey, kill!
They try and run for the first down with Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Fourth down. Here's Dak. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 facing fourth down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. Here's first and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Prescott on first down. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Again, it's Jones. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Second down, Prescott. Finding the open man, that's Pittman.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Third and 6.
Here we go.
They send him right out of the slot. On third down, Prescott. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Yeah, here we go. Like that.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Hands
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The tight end Fant in motion. A 2nd down throw here for Levis. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Levis. And that one incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Here's Bigsby.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Like 13, like 13.
Here's Levis. He gets that to his big target, Fant. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. And 24 Linda, back in the green.
In motion, Shakir. On 1st down, Levis. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Eagles will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot to get his hands on the ball and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
Williams in motion.
Wait, think.
1st down, Prescott. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Hey, kill. Hey, 47. 47. 26.
Here's Dak to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Deron Payne there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They run it once more with Jones. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Williams in motion. On the play fake. Dak. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Little indecision by the quarterback there, Mike. Do I buy time and throw it downfield, or do I tuck it and become a runner? That's what he's thinking. I think he made the final call a little bit too late, and all he could do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott now. Taking off, he'll carry that ball loosely, and it is out. The Cowboys have it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Like 46, like 46. 0 down, 49 window.
From the gun, here's Bigsby. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Like 24.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Levis to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
From the gun, on 3rd down, here's Levis. That is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Henderson. And the Eagles are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go. Right take. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to take this one all the way. 82 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Eagles will get out in front, 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here we go.
On first and 10, here's Levis. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Pullman. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Levis to throw it here on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. George Karlaftis, the former. So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Now, Levis. And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
22 window.
Throwing is Levis. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
At the 16-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46. 46.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Once again, it's Bigsby. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Levis to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. This one complete to his tight end Fant. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They go play action with Levis. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Yeah!
Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Yeah!
This is Jones. And this is going to be an Eagles first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down.
Kill! 47! 47! 47! Here we go, 47! 26!
Prescott again. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
On second down, Levis. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
Here we go, 47. Wait,
Prescott. He's got it at about the 8. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10.
49 down, 22 Rita. Tracy, set. 20 Rita.
To throw is Levis. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10.
49. Hand up. 54 Rita, set.
Here's Levis. There's the big tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
Mike 49. Here's down, 90 down, 49 Rita. On. Set.
Levis to throw on first and 10. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. Not quite to the end zone, but in great position, out of bounds at the 3. A big play for the Cowboys. An even 40 yards. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal.
40 Rita.
Now Levis. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Anthony Gould was the intended target. And it'll be second and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Now here's second and goal.
Like 54, like 54.
Levis. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball, and right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to edge a bit closer.
Cowboys 20.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Here's 1st and 10.
Like 13, short! 22 window, 22 window. What?
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And this long winning streak showing no signs of slowing down. They put one more in the win column with yet another solid performance here. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said.